Alright, hi again everyone. We're back with part 2 of your assignment 4 sample output video. Alright, so let's fire up our game. If all goes according to plan, you should see this splash screen here that loads all the textures for the game. And then we are ready to oh, that was kind of cheater style. It immediately threw an obstacle in front of me. Alright, so this is the game. It's a 3D game. We have a bunch of random obstacles throughout the game, and they each have words listed above them that we have to type in order to remove them. Okay, so let's see what we've got here. Okay, I just removed that one, and you'll notice that my word count is being increased up here. Every time we get to this get ready, it increases my level, and that essentially means that objects are going to be added randomly more quickly, or more frequently I should say, to the scene as the level increases. And also each time we increment the level, we add the same number of obstacles to the scene as our level number. So if I'm at level 10, I'm going to add 10 objects to the scene right then and there. Okay, so let's stop talking and start playing here. Okay, so you're going to notice here, let's say here's outlets. If I type out and then I type Q, that is not a prefix in my tree, so it clears the current word up in the HUD there, in the heads up display, and I have to start typing all over again, okay? So again, here's docils, if I start typing DOS and then R, well, that wasn't a prefix, so I have to start all over again. The reason why we are storing objects in the leaves of our tree is that we have all these obstacles on the screen. Each of them are associated with words. So all of these words are in our tree, and then at the leaf nodes they store an obstacle object. There's a provided class that I've given you called obstacle, and that obstacle will be stored then in the leaf nodes of your tree, so that each time I type a word, here I type fascists, it's going to remove that word from the tree, and of course the remove method in the tree class returns whatever data was stored at the leaf. So it's going to return to you the obstacle associated with the word I just removed. Okay, and then the obstacle class has a method called remove that you can call, and that will actually take it off the screen. So that's the reason why we are storing these objects in the leaves of our tree. A few more things to touch on here. If I press spacebar, then that should pause the game. You'll notice here I've paused the HUD, and also I'm no longer responding to the arrow keys. I can't move left and right. You can hear me tapping my keys, hopefully. I can't type any words. Okay, it's fully paused. Alright. If we press spacebar again, it's unpaused. You folks are writing the code to handle these arrow keys, but you'll notice that if I try to go past these bounds here, it's not letting me, and that's actually something you have to write the code for. Okay, so just make sure you're handling that. You're also writing the code that each time there's a collision, the method in your type eraser class, there's a method that gets called, and you're actually writing the code that's going to decrement the health. So you can see my health bar up there. Each time I hit one of these, it is going down, and eventually when it gets to 0, you're going to have to call game over. Essentially there's some things you need to do in order to enter the game over state, if you want to say. Now, a few other things to take note of. Each time I go to a new level, not only am I adding more objects to the scene, more obstacles, but also you'll notice that I'm repainting all the obstacles. Okay, I've given you a method in the what was it called now? The game window class, and I believe it was called repaint objects, and that repaints the road, it repaints the sky, all the buildings. So it's just to make it seem like we're in a new world. So let's just make sure here that if I keep on hitting these obstacles, we've written the code properly to call game over. Okay, so we've now entered the game over state. Once again, I can't type anything, I can't press any arrow keys to move. We're in full game over. Now, I didn't put anything in the assignment about restarting the game, so in order to restart the game, you're just going to have to close it and reopen it, okay? So that pretty much covers the game. I hope you enjoy this. Hopefully, at least, it's a little more fun than testing some bland, dreary console program. You get to work with a 3D game and actually you get to have a tangible product that you can play when you're done. So I hope you folks enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing your submissions.